Hey Book Dragons, I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I'm doing something a little bit different. As you know, I'm getting ready to move in the summer to Washington State. And part of that move is kind of downsizing and getting rid of books that I either won't read anytime soon or maybe won't ever read, that kind of thing. Or books that I've already read that I don't need to keep. And so today I am doing that. Now you might be saying, oh, Charles, you've got eBay, you've got Pango Books, you've got all these options. And yes, that's true. And I explored those options, especially for some of these. And you know, they take fees and everything like that. So I decided I'm just going to put a spreadsheet together. I'm going to make that spreadsheet public and share it on this video. And anybody who wants to buy one of the books that I am selling can email me. I figured that is the easiest way to do this. So I will have a link to the spreadsheet in the description below, and I'll put my email there as well, but it's really easy, bookischaz@gmail.com. You can email me there if you're interested in these books. And the way the spreadsheet works is I've got the author's name, I've got the book name or book series name, and then I've got my price and the suggested retail price so you can compare and see what kind of deal you're getting on these books, okay? And they'll probably be comparable to buying it on Amazon, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, that's how this goes. But you're buying from somebody you know and, somebody you watch on YouTube on occasion. I hope you enjoy watching my videos, and now you get to buy my books. So let's go ahead and get to the books, and I'll kind of reiterate some of that stuff at the very end, okay? So the first one we're going with is The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. I've heard so many good things about The Stardust Thief. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. And to be perfectly honest, I might just find a cheap ebook of it at some point and get it that way, or borrow it from my library. I don't see a need to keep it because I've had it for a long time and it's just collecting dust on my shelf. And every time I look at it, I'm like, do I want to read that? No, not really. So there is that. The next one here, and I'm just going to hold up I'll show you each individual book. But this is a series. Now, I am listing these separately on the spreadsheet, but you can buy the whole set if you want, and we can talk about discounts if you want on that. So, I have The Citadel of Forgotten Myths by Michael Moorcock. This is his newest book in the Elric saga. So there's that. I do, of course, have Elric of Melniboné. And guys, these are the nice hardback omnibuy. Omnibuy? Yes, omnibuy. So these are the nice ones, guys. This one's been gently used because I did read out of this. This one has not been touched other than to show it on videos. Beautiful cover. I love the covers, but if I haven't read the books and I don't know when I'll read them, I don't know if it's worth keeping it just for the covers. So this is Stormbringer, Volume 2. And this is The White Wolf, Volume 3. Okay, so those are the books in the Elric saga that I have. And as I said, I'll be selling them separately or together as a set if you want to do that, and we can talk about that. The next one here is Children of Dune. You've heard me talk about how I'm not really the biggest fan of Children of Dune. It was okay, but it's not shelf-worthy to me. The cover's beautiful. I mean, these are beautiful editions with the blue sprayed edges and everything like that, but I'm not gonna read it again. you know, the bookshelf is kind of a promotional tool as well for different books. You look at my bookshelves and you see books on there that you might want to purchase, and you know, you're like, oh, Chaz loves those books, and that's why they're there, because you know I like having my shelf-worthy books actually on a shelf. So this is not shelf-worthy, and I don't want to give the impression that it is, so I'm selling it. If you want it, it's on the list. Okay, same with Something Wicked This Way Comes. I enjoyed the book, and this is a beautiful little hardcover edition. You see the cover, and there's deckled edges if you like that kind of thing. I don't mind deckled edges, but some people don't like them. But yeah, this one has deckled edges. It's a beautiful little volume. And I liked the book, but not well enough to keep it on my shelf. And I don't know if I'd ever read it again, but if I do have the ebook. So I've had the ebook for a long time, but when I saw this in the store, I'm like, oh, eye candy. So, or cover candy, I guess I should say. And so that's why I bought it, but I don't need to keep it. So there we go. Okay, here we go. I am selling my 5-book set of A Song of Ice and Fire. Now hold on a minute. I'm not getting rid of the books because I don't like them. I absolutely love this series. And you know I like mass market paperbacks. But the print size on this is terrible, guys. And I have a nice hardcover edition set. So I'm not in a position where I need to keep these books. So I am selling them like this because they are in a slipcase. And the only thing used about this is that the slipcase kind of started, the glue started coming undone because, you know, these are chunky books and it kind of broke the seams. So I did tape the case. I had to tape the case. But these books have never been read from. I'd already read the series and I saw these at one point and I'm like, oh, those are really nice. So I bought the set. I think I might have bought it from Costco maybe. Not sure, but there we go. All right. And then we have Slow Homecoming by Peter Hanke, or I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. I'm really sorry. But this was given to me by a friend. It's not something I really think I will like. I did intend to give it a try, and every time I look at it on my shelf, I'm like, why am I keeping this? I have no interest in this book. It's more of a literary fiction or a contemporary fiction, and I don't know much about it, so I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna get rid of it, and yeah, so there we go. All right. Justice of Kings. I filmed a video a few months back where I talked about books I might unhaul, and this was on that list, and I am unhauling it. I'm getting rid of this one. And I may get the ebook and read it that way or borrow it from the library at some point, just like with The Stardust Thief. But I keep looking at it, and I keep not going back to it, and I think to myself, hey, somebody else could really benefit from this book. So I'm not keeping it. I will sell it to one of you. Okay, and the final one on this list, at least for my books, we'll talk about that in a second, okay? I am selling White Sand. This is my omnibus edition of the White Sand graphic novels by Brandon Sanderson. I have read them. They're fine. I'm probably not going to read it again. And plus, he's coming out with a prose version, so I'm assuming at some point that is going to be the definitive edition of White Sand. So I really don't need to keep this. This was the one that I kickstarted on, well, not kickstarted. I Indiegogo'd. This was when he did a campaign on Indiegogo before he started just giving in and going into the Kickstarters and such. But yeah, so this is really cool. It's beautiful. It's all full color. Yeah, it's great. but I'm selling it because I'm probably not going to read it again. So I mentioned that there are a couple of books that are not mine, and that is because my partner has asked me to put a couple of sets on here for her to sell. So if you buy these particular books, you will be getting these books from her. So those books are the Crescent City Trilogy. She's selling this one as a set. Beautiful hardcover editions. You can see right up here, I'm putting the picture on the screen. And by Sarah J. Maas. She read them. She doesn't desire to keep them. And so I'm adding those to this list for her. And also A Court of Mist and Fury in hardcover by Sarah J. Maas as well. And you can see it right up here. I've got a picture of that here as well. So those are both on the list. And that's it, guys. That's all that we are selling at this point. Now, if this particular project goes well, I may continue doing this for books that I want to unhaul on occasion. I may decide, oh, you know, this went really well and people seem to like it, so why not sell it this way? I mean, either way, there's going to be shipping involved and stuff like that. The shipping price will be separate, so I will list shipping on the spreadsheet as well. I will leave the email where you can email me about the books on that spreadsheet as well, so that you can reach out to me if you want to buy the books. And I want to be clear that unfortunately this is US only. I am not going to be able to ship the books to Canada or the UK. This will only be available in the US. I wish I could ship it internationally, but I can't. It's way too costly right now. So, US only, but email me if you're interested in some of these books. bookishchaz@gmail.com. I'll leave that in the description as well. And I'm really excited to see what you guys think of the books I am selling. And I am very careful with my books. I take very good care of my books, and so you can be assured that other than maybe a few smudges on the cover or something, they're going to be in really good condition. And I also try and wipe the smudges off if there are any. So I'm very particular about my books that I have on my shelf, so you're going to be getting good quality. Okay? So let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. This is a little bit of a different video, but I thought it might be fun to give this a try. Since I'm in a community of people who love books, why not see if they want to buy these books directly from me, right? And until next time, guys, make sure you read more books. Who knows, maybe it will be some of these. I'll talk with you soon.